Rome. You like it here, don't you?
Yeah. What a nice first question. Yeah. I mean, it's Philippines. It's where my family is. So I, of course, like being here. I try to come out if I can. Because I also like lived so it's like, sometimes you gotta like choose. Like, if I go on vacation, my first thing would be Philippines.
Yeah.
I know I wouldn't feel lost. Like, I'm just like, come here. I'm just like comfortable and stuff like that. It's nice.
Because this year alone, you'll be here 3 times. First for 1975, and then is that right?
Yeah, and then this one. So, yeah. And when I come back, like, I kind of feel like it's just still the same as
Can you tell us about yourself first, a little bit background, just not just writing.
Yeah, my name is Gomez. I make music as No Room. I've been making music for more than 10 years. Well, technically more than 10 years, but not under No Room. I've been on a musical venture since I was 12.
So what first got you into music? Who inspired you as a musician?
Who inspired me as a musician? I think it would be the first thing that comes to my mind is the New Order. New Order, the New Wave band. But then come along a lot of the stuff that I grew up with, like Nirvana, and, My Bloody Valentine, Biggie, Omarion, a lot of that R&B, hip hop, rock. Those were all my stuff. So they kind of shaped me to say, oh yeah, I want to, make music. I didn't want to be a rock star technically. I wanted to make music.
But you weren't even born then when Nirvana came around.
Yeah,
and,
but then
like, New Order.
exactly
That's my age.
because my dad had a record collection.
Okay.
Well,
his
he used to like DJ, so he knew a lot of music, and then he'd always just play at the house. And then when I was old enough to understand that kind of music, I'm like, wow, this is actually really good stuff.
It is good stuff.
Yeah,
man.
it is very good stuff, and I still listen to it to this day. So that's what kind of exposed me, like, because a lot of people that introduced me to music were like way older than me. So like, oh, you like music? Listen to this. Listen to this. Listen to this. And I'm like, wow, this is all great. Like, Tupac, all these people. Like, this is amazing music. Like, I was like, what, 10, 11 years old. I can't even listen to it because my mom knows I can't because of that Nirvana.
Wow.
Mom was listening to it secretly. I'm like, oh, so good. And when she'd come, I'd hide it or something. Not until I was like 15, 16. I'm like, yeah, I listen to this kind of stuff.
So would you say that your music is your music typically create is like their music?
Excuse me?
With regards to music you create, did you describe it as like how they produce their music? Those artists influence you?
Well, it's different now.
It's different.
Because, I mean, I'm a modern artist, so I use laptops to make music, all the electronic stuff. But I guess they were more of an inspiration on like seeing them on stage, watching their live videos on wherever TV, MTV, wherever I saw the live. I'm just like, wow, these guys, amazing interviews, all that stuff, and I'm just like, wow, these are like people I look up to, people that I really like, all that stuff. But I think the similarity is like kind of writing just because there's solely passion of music. It's like they kind of know this is what we're the best at, so I'm just gonna put my all into it. Everything, the videos, the album arts, like they're all. It's like watching the story of an artist. So that's what it felt like. If you like listen from their first album to their last album, it was like watching a movie for me. That's what it felt like. So.
I wonder what a million streams does to the brain.
Yes.
Like when you found out you got as many streams, did you go crazy?
100 million.
100 million.
As a
How was
20
that?
years old.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I said-
100.
Not 100.
Artist.
I think it was like
100. Yes.
the most that Has like 40, 40.
Well, even
It's
so,
hard.
100 million is 100 million.
Yes.
I don't. It's the last thing I check.
Yeah. So,
Because when I signed to a label, I was just focused on, okay, now I can do this without thinking about anything else. Because before, when I was out here, I'm thinking about where do I get the money, what job do I have to take, which bars do I have to play at, who's like the best production, where's the fans at, where's the audience gonna be, like where do I where do I get people to support my music, to pay, so I can make more music, because that usually is the problem, with not having enough funds to buy a keyboard. Like my dad was supportive about it, not until I started taking it seriously, and he was like, that's not going to get you anywhere, right?
oh, yeah.
So that's what I was just thinking about. And so when I signed to the label, I just wanted to make, I knew I wanted to make hits, some stuff people could all listen to and just dance to. But the stats were like the last thing I looked. They'd just come up to me, to my house, or I'd go to the office and they'd be like, oh, it's on 5 million streams. I'm like, oh, wow.
Yeah.
I'm going to get good dinner tonight.
Yeah.
And that's it. Then back to the studio or back to my house, start thinking of the next thing I want to do. But I honestly, for me, it inspires me to keep making, because I know there's people out there watching.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I'm also not very much fuzzed about it, because I know if I start focusing on it, either I lose myself way too much or just fall into the void.
But did it relax you creatively, knowing that people like me, people love my music?
No, I think I was more trying to pleasure my own pressure, my pressure to myself. It's like, I'm looking up to big bands, so I got big ideas in my head. Well, at least just to me, I'm just putting pressure on myself. But I guess in a way, but it's more that. I feel like it's me that I'm trying to, which is hard. You can never please yourself, but, you can never reach to a satisfaction that, but I guess that was the challenge for me. So I'm always trying to strive for bigger things. Sometimes I feel like if I get satisfied, then I'm gonna be laxed. Where's the growth gonna come out of? Because if I sit down and say, I'm so good at that's nothing to me. I've seen one of some people who had a little bit
Of success.
and
they
they're
go.
I am a god. I am, I'm this guy. Nobody can touch me. I'm more opposite. I feel like, no, it's not enough. You gotta do something. Cause I try to put pressure on myself.
Spoken like a true artist.
Yes. Can you share your experience when you perform in with 1975 in Kasiyahan? Yeah. Can you share about that? Because you're being tagged the first Filipino artist perform.
Coachella.
Yeah, that's right.
First or second, I don't know, honestly. But I guess there's not a lot of Filipinos that have performed at Coachella. But for me, it was the biggest stage I've ever done. I'm lucky enough that they were like, yes, let's do this song in Coachella. Maddie was like, I'd love to share the stage with you. So that was amazing for me to, because he has a lot of songs.
Yeah.
He could have just chose something else. Because I get a bit of he has to pay for my flights and everything like that. But, lucky enough, he was just a legend to say, yeah, I want to bring you on stage with me. So we did that. We did Coachella, and oh man, was it nerve-wracking. It was really scary to do it. Because 15,000 pala was gone. I'm like, oh my god, how do I 50,000
people?
I'm like, what? In a desert? But I wouldn't, it was an experience of a lifetime. But, once I got on stage, that's when I realized I want to have bigger intentions. I want to be doing this, not for myself, but, I want to be able to see my art be on that platform. And not for the praise, I suppose, but, just for, because that's I guess a sense of accomplishment. Not that that's the last of your line, but if you get to do that, that means I'm actually doing something good, I'm doing something right. I'm on a try.
I wonder what's that like to sing before such a huge number of audience. Does it go blank? Do they go? Do
Ever
the
feel
faces
like-
disappear, or what
my-
happens?
You ever feel like your stomach like cramps because you're so scared? Imagine that 10 times. I was just like in the back room. I do not want to go out because they were like, "Oh, let's come watch some other shows." I'm like, I don't, because I'm gonna be on stage later and I'm gonna see how much people there is. So I'm like, no, but I did anyway. I watched. It made me scared more, but definitely like I felt like, wow, like I was really like, I was a mix of excitement and also, what do I do? What if I mess up? But then I just realized, just do your thing. Step on stage, whatever it is. Just don't pee yourself on stage. You'll be good.
Yeah.
That's what I did, and after that, it's just like a rush to my veins. Because when I stepped on stage, I was just like, all right, okay, let's just do this. So,
Do you have any do you have any artist want to perform?
With
perform with
Yes,
um,
for a show.
internationally.
Yes.
A lot, like a lot. Like right now, I just say at the tip of my tongue is Thom Yorke. That's like my biggest dream. I'm like a Thom Yorke fanboy. Radiohead. I love Radiohead. So
who doesn't?
right?
Yeah,
Does it?
who doesn't?
So like that's like on the tip of my tongue. Like every interview I do, I say, Thom Yorke. He's probably not gonna want to work with me anymore because all the time I say his name. But yeah, I mean that'll be great. I don't know what we're gonna do, but if it happens, it happens. But also a lot of like new artists, like Charlie Puth. Charlie Puth's great. I think he's a good writer. He's a talented artist, especially in the pop music. I love his voice. John Mayer. John Mayer would be great. John Mayer has good songs. He still makes songs now, and they actually still sound really nice. Yeah, I mean, I could go on forever. Living or dead, Prince. If Prince was still alive, that'd be great. Imagine me and Prince and just doing a song together. But yeah,
Yeah.
maybe not. What happened? I don't know. I do know that one of I think Maddie knows Charlie Puth.
How about Filipino artists? Do you familiar of our?
Yeah, of course. I think nobody specific, but I'm open to collaborations. Like I said on the last time I did an interview here, it would be the deal, but it hasn't happened. So whatever. Like I'm like for me, I'm down to collaborate. And we could try something out. If it works, if it doesn't, because I kind of like genuine interaction, because that's when it's like a real song. When both of you actually get in the same room, make the song, and you both look at each other like, oh my god, I'm
Yeah.
getting that into like this is the song. And that's kind of like what I want to do. Like it's hard for when you come in the studio and just say, yeah, let's make a song, and then you put it out. It's because for just so fact. Just for me though, that's my creative process speaking. Like that's where I feel comfortable doing. Like if I'm looking at the person like this is a song we both did and I love it, I'm in love with it.
This is the joke part. Rome, there is a Rome, like it's in Europe, right? but the real question is that like a device to put you in a zone that you're using a name that's not a name? If you know what I'm saying?
My real name is Gwendolyn Rome.
Oh,
For a
okay.
start. But I think, yeah, in some sort, Rome.
Rome, the artist and the person are
Yeah.
different.
Oh.
So Rome is kind of like me amplified.
Ah,
Gwendolyn amplified.
yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because when you're on stage, you gotta be something entertaining for people to watch. And it's all me, but extra.
Yeah.
I'm already extra in the videos and the way that I talk and everything. So might as well just go with it. But yeah, I think definitely if somebody calls me Rome, it's like, it reminds me of something. Because like I grew up, everybody was calling me Rome. But definitely like Rome is like me amplified. So
Yeah.
yeah, that's what it is. Good question.
Yes.
So How do you feel the internet has impacted the music industry? Do you think everything is here now for an artist like you because of social media?
I was made in the internet. My whole career was made off of the internet. It's modernity. It's modern day. If we actually decide to use it as a tool, then that's what I decided to do. Like I wasn't really a whole social media guy, especially in my age. Like people hated it because they wouldn't be able to contact me only if they called me or whatever. Like I'm always just hanging out with friends, try not to be on my phone most often, at least. Unless I get a new phone and I'm always downloading apps and everything. But after like a week or a month, I don't touch it a lot. But the internet, like I use it as a tool. So I think like internet really changed the music industry. Like we're streaming now, nobody buys CDs anymore.
That's
You
true.
subscribe to Spotify,
Yes.
Apple
Yes.
Music, you're good. You can download all the albums you want, which is a 50-50. I think it's great, especially for me as a music fan. I can listen to whoever, whenever, time travel, whenever I want. Want to listen to the 80s? Yeah, pull up on Spotify. Want to listen to the 90s? Yeah. Want to listen to modern music? Yeah. Easy. But also at the same time, it's like CDs are losing its benefit.
Yeah.
It's becoming more of like a piece of collection. When you buy a vinyl or you buy a tape or you buy CDs. So I guess that's one of the changes that, and then people like me, people who like come from a tiny place or wherever, and then they get to like bigger platforms, which like I noticed the Asian community in the music scene is getting bigger
It is.
because of the internet.
Yeah.
So I don't hate it. For all, I'm like, thank you for making internet. I want to be out here for that. I'm one of the big examples of that. I really stand by with it. Like if it wasn't for social media, I wouldn't have been found anywhere else.
You think there's a chance for you to stay longer in the Philippines? Like, stay for just so to further your career here? Make you the pin-up boy of Pinoy Pride? You love doing that.
I don't know. It's too early for me to speak. Cause like in my head, I'm just like, I just came from Tokyo like my second time coming. I'm always in love with it. I'm like, do I really have to go now? I want to stay longer and stuff like that. But I think it's too early for me to tell because, I'm a Filipino. I always talk about being Filipino
Right.
all the time. So that's included. But at the same time, I don't want to limit my
Yeah.
career in ways like I wanted to. I want to have some sort of global audience.
Yeah.
That's why I want to. I guess it's also in the form of understanding. Not because I don't like it here, but it's because there's intentions. People have intentions, and that's one of mine. Like, I wanted to branch out, but I want people to hear my music,
Right.
and not just specific people.
Mhm.
Like, I wanted to, whoever could relate to it, listen
Right.
to it.
And come to think of it, I think you're better off up and about abroad so that other people would see just how good.
Thank you.
How would other know?
Appreciate
I mean,
it.
if you're here, right? You're doing the
Yes.
you.
you're doing the best work.
Thanks.
I have a new song.
Yeah.
Yes, I have the new song out. It's called Talk Nice. It just came out this Friday. It's a song I wrote in LA about kind of, the in-betweens of making money and having emotions. I'm not talking about being rich but it's the main idea of sometimes when you're so focused on making money, you lose emotions. So I guess this is like very much a song that I wanted, like it was intentional. I wanted it to be a song for the people. Because most of the songs I write is like specific, it's like ballads, or if it's not ballads, I'm telling a story. This one is like a semi-story. It was like, it's more of like, I went through it, I've kind of felt that way. So I wanted to put it on paper. And it's like basically about, losing yourself in the midst of money. Because like money is so important, but let's not forget emotions are too.
it's the last message I'd expect from someone your age. I mean, you know,
That's why in the video I grew facial hair. I felt like I was being so I was talking in like I'm looking ahead
yeah.
of the future.
Uh,
So in the video, I really grew my facial hair for 3 weeks, just for a concept. Like I wanted to look a bit older, and like even if you can't change my height, so the height's gonna be there. And plus, I got green hair, but maybe if I put a beard on, it'll make me look a bit older. But plus, I really like growing my hair. But anyway, that's what generally what it's about. But yeah, I feel like it's a problem that everybody thinks about now in this day and age. 'Cause
yeah.
everything's basically about spending. I mean, what else do we need to not pay for these days? We have to pay for everything. That's reality. Yeah, so that's a song about that. It's a song about
Yeah.
that. And the video's out as well. It's on every streaming service. You can find it on Spotify, Apple Music, Deezer, whatever. Yeah, and I'm glad that it's out as a part of my project that's coming out later this year.
I mean, I'd expect you to sing about, I want to be ahead. I want to grow rich and rich and rich, richer than you. But here you are saying it's not as important as it's made out to be.
No, it's not. I don't want to be a beacon of that because I'm still focused on making money.
Okay.
But it's the mere fact of the illusion of just keeping it straight, like money. Like you can, if there's an emotion backing it up, then the money making scheme or whatever it is makes it mean a lot more.
Yeah, it has
You know
more
what I mean?
value.
Exactly.
It gives it value.
It gives it value. Like you know what you're living for. For me, it's love and family. So at the moment, so that's kind of what I feel like sometimes because I lost connection with speaking to people and stuff like that because I was just solely like head first to keep making music, but I burned out so fast. So I'm trying to make hits, but then I lost some sort of emotion because I was just like, I still want to make money. I want to be, I want to have enough money to say,
Good to hear.
So my mom would not have to worry about anything ahead of her future. Like that's what I'm thinking about. So, but it's also important to kind of have that idea, but sometimes it's just like, just for my benefit. Then you
Right.
become some sort of somebody else. It's nice to have some emotions backing it up. Because then you feel like this money is going to be worth it. If I get it,
Yeah.
it's going to be the best thing ever. So I suppose that's for like everybody to feel some sort.
Yeah.
Don't make it a one-way thing, but it's
You have a question? I have my last question is, will it be red some days or yellow some days or orange some days?
hair color.
If only to say you can put me inside the box.
Hair color.
Yes, hair color. If only to say you can
it
put me
depends.
inside the box.
Right now it's green. I'm still thinking about the next color is gonna be because it's like whatever I feel, not emotional, but like whatever I
Your
feel. It's like
mood.
feel based. Yeah, mood. Like I'm feeling a bit blue. I'm trying to like not color it as often because it's gonna mess up my hair. But this is fun to do for me. Like it's fun to have like some sort of hair color. It was never an image.
Right.
It was never for me like, I'll dye my hair green because I want to be famous. I just really liked it. I watched Hackers, the movie from the 90s, and I was like, oh my god, this is so cool.
So it's not a statement. It's
I guess just now it's getting some sort of a statement. Like for me, I have phases. I remember when I had green hair. I remember when I had blue hair. This is how I was like as a person. Like you'd know that time of my life because of the hair color. Just become like that.
Right.
But my intention was never.
you know.
It was just like for me self-expression. I was like I just like dressing up. It's like clothes. I like fixing my hair. I like looking different.
Thanks, Ro.
Thank
That's
you.
good.
Thank you.